Hi guys, it's me, Tommy Pickles. I'm glad that you joined me again for another How Did I Learn So Much Magic? And we're going to talk about a book. Today we're going to talk about Clown Magic by David Ginn. David Ginn's Clown Magic book is one of my favorites. I want it in my collection, and I'm glad that I got finally the chance to actually read one of his books. David Ginn's Clown Magic is 160 pages. It has such a good amount of information in it, such as like the 10 types of magic. This is one book that actually describes certain aspects of magic that you should already know. It has lessons on misdirection and pattern. These are huge, because when I even do my act on the street, one of the most important things is misdirection. The other one is pattern. Pattern makes your story go well. Misdirection always happens because of your pattern, because the actual stuff that you do when you're doing magic, how you direct your eyes and stuff like that. He goes into a lot about this. There are things that caught my eye in this book, such as a suitcase to actual table. Now it looks more like a tabletop table. Like if I was going to a bar or something like that, I could take out a tray table and put a tray on top and put my table on top of that. But still, very good for just carrying around a little suitcase. It goes into a section of magic words. The reason why this caught my eye is because when I hung out with David Kay, who does Silly Billy and wrote his book about children's magic, he does talk about magic words as well. And just like David Kay's book, there is a section about working with children. Again, we're talking about clown magic, so clowns are more likely to do children's parties than a regular magician. I'm not saying that this book only applies to kids' magic. As a person who does comedy magic, there is a lot of magic in this book that appeals to me or anything I would do on stage or on the street. In this book, there is so much creativity when it comes to just regular props. For instance, he has a snake can bit in here. Now, we know snake cans are not at all original, and you can find these in most Spencer Gifts or other gift stores. But what's interesting about when he designed snake cans, he would use like a Pringle-sized can, and then he would load one snake in there, and then put a pin through there, and then load another snake right in front of it. So now you have a double loaded snake can. This is a really good idea. There was a trick called blow up. You would have a paper bag and you'd show a balloon in it, and that balloon somehow would pop, and then you'd say, let me see if I can blow it up, and you'd hear something blow it up, or you blow it up and then pull out another balloon, and then you could say you had help because there was a stuffed bear in there and stuff like that. That shows a little bit of creativity. Again, children love stories, and stories will actually be longer than the trick is. So all you have to do is put some creativity in there, and then you have something that's gold for children. Children love silly things. I love doing silly things, and even adults will love silly things sometimes. There were other things in this book that I enjoyed, such as the endless scars. I do love showing anything that is like a squared circle type of concept and actually pulling endless scars, and he has a good section on that. He also has a floating violin trick, which is funny because it's not done like a zombie ball. You'll actually see a graphic that explains how he did the floating violin. But if you were working in a team, you and somebody else, this would be an awesome trick because now it's full of comedy. Now, I found David Ginn's Clown Magic book in the library with all the other magic books that I've been discussing. One thing I haven't been finding is other David Ginn books. Now, I don't know if this book has an ISBN number, and that's why the library picked it up, or someone did request it. But you can go to your library, especially on the online forms, fill out, request this book title. When I requested one book, I believe it was a Steinmeier book, they didn't have it within the New Orleans public library system, but they did find it at like Loyola College or something, and they offered to send it over, but it was going to cost me a fee of like something like $30 or something like that. And I don't really want to have all that responsibility because books are now traveling even longer distances and stuff like that. But if you could find this book in your public library. It's a well worth read. One of the tricks I enjoy doing is a simple card on a popsicle stick, and you're showing this card rise within the deck, and then there is a surprise ending to this trick. There is so much stuff in here. I've actually read this book now twice. It's one of my favorites. Do yourself a favor, find this book. And remember, if you enjoy my videos, please give them a like or subscribe to this channel. I have much more on here besides just library books. I do show magic, and I do teach. I have much more magic to show. I do teach how to do tricks sometimes. I especially want to teach you guys how to start performing or how to link tricks together. It's a pleasure seeing you guys. Visit my website, visit Patreon, visit GoFundMe, give me something on PayPal, like my videos, or just subscribe. Leave a comment below. It was nice seeing everybody. See you later.